Hello, have you ever wanted to tell someone's future or catch some icky cooties? My name is Jillian Capter, and today I'm going to show you how to make a cootie catcher. Now, I've been making cootie catchers since I was about 8 years old in elementary school, and I made them all the time for my classmates, so I have quite the experience making cootie catchers, and I am the perfect person to show you. Now, you might ask why you want a cootie catcher, and it's just a fun little game to pass some time with your friends, maybe bring you back to your childhood a little bit and give you some nostalgia, or maybe start some fights if your friends don't like the fortunes that you've picked for them. Today I'm going to be going over supplies, how to make, and how to use a cootie catcher. So, let's catch some cooties. The supplies that you will need are a square sheet of paper. You can just cut a regular printer paper into a square. And anything that you want to decorate, I have some markers here. So, first we are going to take our square sheet of paper and add some diagonal lines going across. We're going to do this by folding our sheet in half one way, and then opening that back up and folding our sheet in half, the opposite way, and then unfold it again. So now we have a square sheet of paper with 2 diagonal lines and 4 triangle sections. Our next step will be to take any corner, doesn't matter which, and fold the corner inward towards the center where all 4 of the triangle pieces meet and the diagonal lines intersect in the square. Like so. And now we're going to do that with all 4 corners. Alrighty, now we have a square that looks like this that has some triangle flaps. We're going to flip that over so that our flaps are face down. And now we're going to do the same thing we did on the other side with our flaps. Take a corner and fold it in towards the center, but we want to make sure our flaps are down and our folds go in the opposite way. So once you do that, you'll have a fold, and on your triangle flaps, you'll see that there's a slit down the middle. That's how you know you're doing it correctly. So now we'll go ahead and do all 4 corners again. And then we're left with something like this. So you'll see on one side you have triangle flaps, and on the other side you have these square flaps here. We're going to take our cootie catcher and fold it in half so that our triangle flaps are on the inside here and our square flaps are on the outside. And if you need to, rotate your rectangle so that the square flaps are on the bottom, and slide your fingers in there And then you're going to pinch your fingers together. To pop up your cootie catcher. And now it's time to decorate. Now to decorate our cootie catcher, on these outer sides, you'll want to decorate it with colors, like I have here. So you'll take your markers and color colors on all 4 of the outside panels. And then on these inner panels here, you'll write numbers. Now it helps to open this back up, and on each of these triangles here, write 1 through 8 and then fold it back up. So, like so, I have done on this one, so I'll just go ahead and number this one. And the next step will be to write our fortunes. Now here you can use all of the creativity that you want and make your fortunes as good or as bad as you want, but you'll write them each on one of these little triangle flaps here, and then you'll close that all back up, and you have all of your colors and numbers and your fortunes on the inside. So to use your cootie catcher now, you will have someone choose a color, and so let's say they picked green, then you'll spell out that color, G-R-E-E-N, and do it the amount of times that is the number of letters in your color, and then you'll have them pick a number and do the same. So let's say they picked 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you'll have them choose a different number. Let's say they picked 6. You'll open that flap and you'll read the fortune on it. So this fortune says, you will meet your soulmate. Ooh. But that is how you make a cootie catcher. Just a few simple folds, some decorating, and a little bit of imagination, and now you have a magic fortune-telling machine. Happy fortune-telling, and predict some futures, or at least catch some cooties.